Welcome to your first day in a real suit of armor, New Blood Ransom. I'm Lieutenant Donaton, and I'll be walking you through your equipment training. You're operating a standard light class combat armor suit. You'll notice that the real thing feels quite a bit different than the VR training you've already had. We'll begin by calibrating your vision systems. Let's start off by having you look up by pulling the right analog stick back. Position calibrated. Now, look down by pushing the right analog stick forwards. Position calibrated. Now, let's get you moving around in that armor. You can turn by moving the right analog stick left or right. Turn left and right now. Good. I'm now going to enable your suit's locomotion systems. The first thing I want you to do is get used to moving forward and back in your armor. To move forward, push the left analog stick up. Move forward now. Good. To move back, pull the left analog stick back. Move back now. Easy enough. Now, you can move sideways or strafe by moving the left analog stick left and right. This will allow you to remain facing forward while performing evasive maneuvers. Strafe left and right now. By the way, if you didn't notice, the degree to which you move either analog stick determines how quickly you move and turn. Now, let's see you test your suit's jumping capabilities. To jump, press the L1 button. When you engage your jetpack, armor control systems automatically fire your jump mechanism to help get maximum boost. Your jetpack uses armor energy and will cease to thrust once your energy is depleted. Skillful use of the jetpack is vital to the success and to the very survival of a warrior. Press and hold the R1 button to use your jetpack. Release it to stop. Now, let's test what you've learned and have a little fun. Inside the base are 5 control point switches. Each switch has a white waypoint so you can easily locate it. I want you to switch all 5 by simply touching them. I'm dropping the force fields now, so get ready, get set, go. Good job, New Blood. Now let's review the various elements that make up your heads-up display, or HUD. These readouts give you information about your armor, packs, weapons, and status. Each part of the HUD will flash as I describe it to you. In the top left of your HUD, you'll see 3 bars. The green one at the top shows the condition of your armor. The green bar will decrease in size as more damage is taken, and also changes from green to yellow to red as the damage increases. If the bar completely disappears, then your armor has been damaged beyond repair, and you'll have to respawn in a fresh suit. The blue bar in the center shows your armor's energy reserve. This energy is consumed by your jetpack, certain weapons, and even some packs. The bar at the bottom shows the heat signature produced by your jetpack. If it's high enough, you will become susceptible to lock-on by heat-seeking missiles. Real-time battle updates are posted in various locations in your HUD. The updates will include messages from other warriors, mission status information, remote equipment activation stats, and more. This box is used to display scoring information. The configuration of this readout will vary from mission type to mission type. A timer is provided for time-critical missions. This is your inventory display. The topmost icon shows you the type and quantity of grenades in your possession. The icon at the bottom indicates the type and status of any pack you are carrying. Other icons can be displayed in this area as well. In the center of the screen, you will see your Reticle Cluster. This displays aiming crosshairs for the current weapon, as well as the available ammo count. When you have an object centered within the reticle, your suit will attempt to acquire and display information about the target, such as the range to target, target ID, and for friendly assets, the state of repair for the target. This indicator provides information about heat-seeking missiles. When it's flashing yellow, a missile device is tracking your suit's heat signature and trying to acquire a lock. When it's flashing red, a missile has locked and launched. That's it for this phase of training, new blood. We'll cover basic weapons in your next session. Today we'll be letting you get your hands on some weapons. Feel free to run over any of the weapons scattered about the room to pick them up. Ammo for each weapon is provided. Ah, the chain gun. This bad boy churns out a hail of explosive micro-flechettes that quickly chews up targets. Its advantages are a high rate of fire and substantial damage at close range. On the downside, aiming is imprecise at longer range, and since the barrel has to spin up, there is a slight delay between trigger press and onset of fire. Press and hold the L2 button to fire. Press X to cycle to the next weapon. This is the blaster. It has relatively unlimited ammo since it uses your suit's power to launch pulsed energy rounds at a high rate of fire. The blaster punches right through personal shields, so it's a good weapon to use against enemies with the shield pack. You'll also notice that its shots will ricochet off surfaces a few times before dissipating. Fire it a few times by pressing the L2 button. Here we have the grenade launcher. This weapon can be difficult to aim directly as the grenade fuse has to arm itself after it leaves the barrel. Now, it's a good weapon for bouncing a few rounds around a blind corner to help clear out any opposition. Go ahead and lob a few grenades to get a feel for the weapon and its timing peculiarities. Use the L2 button to fire. light armor you're wearing only allows you to carry 3 weapons at a time. To pick up one of the weapons you haven't tried yet, stand on top of it and press the select button. This will exchange your currently active weapon for the new one. This is the spin fuser. This little baby fires a disc-shaped charge that explodes on impact. Many times when facing an enemy, it's better to aim at the ground or walls around them to inflict possible splash damage. Remember, with this weapon, ammo is limited. Use the L2 button to fire. Okay, the weapon you have equipped now is the plasma rifle. This weapon fires superheated balls of plasma that explode on contact. Much like the spin fuser, it relies heavily on splash damage. The drawback to this weapon is the relatively slow speed of the projectile. Direct hits with this weapon do a substantial amount of damage, however. Use the L2 button to fire. Good. I'm now placing a waypoint in your HUD. Upon reaching it, you will need to use your jetpack to go up the chute and get the laser rifle and energy pack placed in the room above. The energy pack automatically increases the rate at which your armor rebuilds energy reserves. Energy packs do not have to be activated. It will function as long as it's attached to your armor. From this position, you'll be able to see a targeting bot in the distance. To get a closer look at the bot, put him within your sights and press and hold the R2 button. This engages your zoom. D-pad up and down will adjust your zoom factor. The laser rifle is a sniping weapon, capable of severely damaging an enemy from a long distance. When fired, it concentrates all of your armor's energy reserves into a single devastating laser beam. The strength of the beam is directly related to the amount of available energy at the moment of fire. Now use your zoom to target the training bot on the platform and take him out. Fire using the L2 button. Alright, now it's time to learn a little bit about your automatic targeting systems. To lock onto an enemy, get them near the center of your targeting reticle and hit the square button. You'll notice at this point that you automatically turn to face in the direction of the enemy. And your aiming system is locked onto them as well. So all you need to do is pull the trigger. There's a targeting bot outside that I want you to acquire a lock on. Your weapons will be disabled until you do so. Once you've locked on, destroy the bot and pick up his ammo box to complete this part of your training. The lock-on system does not work with the laser rifle, so switch to another weapon if you still have the laser rifle equipped. And I'll drop the force fields. Okay, you got him locked. I'm releasing your fire button, so go ahead and take him out. Don't forget to grab his ammo box by running over it. Well done. This concludes training module 2.
Up and at 'em, new bloods. Painful as it is to call you washout soldiers, I am forced to admit that you can walk and talk at the same time. So today, I'm turning you back over to Lieutenant Donaton for the next stage of your training. During this next series of exercises, you will be equipped with training weapons and armor. You'll use your jets for real. Your weapons will look and feel like the real thing. You will see the explosions, you will feel it when a buddy shoots you, and you may even go down with a few bruises. The only thing hurt today, though, will be your pride. We will begin with a simple contest called Deathmatch. Fortunately, the rules are very simple. Frag anybody you see. And remember, everybody else is gunning for you, so keep moving.
Good morning, recruits. Deathmatch is a free-for-all combat simulation. There are no teams. Everyone is a target. You'll find other weapons, packs, and ammo scattered around the training ground. Also remember to scavenge ammo from other players by grabbing the ammo boxes they drop. Your goal is to achieve as many kills or frags as possible, using all the weapons and skill at your disposal. You need a score of 15 to pass this exercise.
I got your number! I got all your numbers!